Whoever wins the election this November, whether it be President Obama or Governor Romney, they will be dealing with a budget deficit and a debt the world has never seen. The nonprofit sector is going to be called upon to do more as the federal government retrenches and tries to dig its way out of this budgetary mess. These men were going to be elected on platforms, their ideas. This is the platform for the nonprofit sector.
Vibrant, robust, relevant nonprofit sector is essential to a functioning democracy, and I would urge candidates to consider investments in social innovation that have already occurred and to keep those going at national service levels. I'd encourage tax policy to increase charitable giving, and also loan forgiveness for students that work in nonprofits, particularly those that serve the most vulnerable of populations.
What I say is stop the wars and invest in people. And to invest in people, you have to invest in the social sector. That is the engine that moves civic participation, that moves community health, that moves our economy, that moves the leadership of the next century. And when you're doing that, don't forget Latinos, one of the fastest growing populations in the country, and for sure, one of the electorate that will decide this election.
Mr. President, Governor Romney, there should be no debate. Driving sustainable economic growth in this environment requires investment in people, all people. And this must mean taking even greater advantage of the expertise provided by the nonprofit sector.
Government, business, and the nonprofit sectors need to collaborate strategically to get past the current political stalemates and to identify effective bipartisan solutions to critical national issues such as the health and long-term care of older Americans.
No matter who wins the election in November, what we need is for the president to call upon the idealism of the American people to participate and to contribute and to tackle the toughest national issues that our country faces.
I would really like the president and Governor Romney to understand that it's really not about budgets, it's about developing human capital, developing people. The things that relate to kids and families, older adults, people with disabilities are all in various parts of the budget, and across the board cuts is just crazy. We need to have some national strategies, and we need to have some national leadership to say, this is how we want to develop the potential of people in America.
At Generations United, we teach people to reach across generations to create a stronger America. We're calling on policymakers to reach across the aisles to help create the strong America we all need.
We need you to focus on our children. Their educational levels, their health, their career opportunities are unacceptable. Please invest in our young people and give them the opportunities their parents had.
I don't pretend to have all the answers. But what I see in my job every day at the Red Cross are people aching to work together to solve problems, and that's particularly the case on the social web. We see people gather together every single day to solve discrete issues and create solutions for themselves. And at the nonprofit sector, we are in the best position to be a liaison to make sure that they have leadership and we're actually making societal impacts.
We all know that the only way to make a real difference in people's lives is to help them help themselves. And the way that we could do this is by allowing nonprofits have the space they need to function, the legal environment, the regulatory environment to make a difference. We need your support to make this possible.
What I want the White House to know is that we need a leader that's going to look to the future and not to the past. A leader who is going to invest in the infrastructure that we need to support not only our changing economy, but our changing world and how we connect with one another, so that every American has access to internet tools and communications to make their lives better.
In communities all across America, the arts are at work. They're helping to create jobs. They're helping to solve community problems. The arts are at work because our federal government has helped spawn an industry that is in every single community, and the federal government and you need to help us continue to be there to serve America.
The demand for nonprofit services has been soaring through this wicked economy. At the same time, the resources available have been plummeting. Do the math. It cannot continue going on this way. We need some serious leaders who are going to come together with the nonprofit community to solve America's problems together. We need government to be a reliable partner.
We have thousands of vibrant nonprofits. We need meaningful, sustained partnership with the federal government, with individuals and business to overcome our challenges.
ASE's message to the candidates would be to consider the vital role that associations and the broader nonprofit community play in training our workforce, in driving the economy, in helping communities solve issues, and in planning for tomorrow. America's associations and nonprofit organizations play a significant role in the development of policy, in the development of actions, and the development of solutions for our country and the world.
Of every dollar we spend on healthcare, only 4 cents goes to making people healthier. And yet we know patients want to be healthier, and we know how to help them be healthier. Let's invest in health.
The nonprofit sector has a lot of work to do right now. The main thing we actually need from the government is to give us a clear path of what role you're really going to play, and then get out of the way so we can do our job.
We call on you to invest in our future with urgency today. Number one, invest in our youth, a quality first-class education for all of our children, not just the lucky ones. And invest in social and emotional support so that our children become highly contributing members of our economy. And number two, attack head-on the fiscal crisis, both revenue side and the budget side, so that our children inherit a strong economy in the future.
The not-for-profit sector in the United States needs strong, effective leaders to guide us into the 21st century. So we would like the new administration to join American Express in helping to develop new leaders for tomorrow.
This sector needs government to recognize the value that the sector brings to society by supporting tax legislation that enables us to do our work.
Our sector is under stress. There is more demand for services and less resources. Government should be able to fund the sector in areas where private support is not available.
The amount of money spent on political campaigning is obscene. If charities and the nonprofit sector were given even half of that money, you would see real change. Give us a chance.
A strong nonprofit sector is the backbone of a vibrant America.